Hi Derek, thank you for coming to Cappielow to talk to us today to preview Saturday's match against Dundee United here at Cappielow. Can I just get your thoughts going into the match, please?
Yeah, I know it's gets said every week that you do an interview that it's another hard game. Players just repeat themselves when they say the same thing every week, but it's true that every week you go into the match and it's always a difficult match. We had a difficult match a couple of months ago up in Dundee against them, and they scored a late goal to get an equaliser against us in the Gaffer's first game in charge. So we know what to expect. Obviously they've got a new manager in since then, and they were doing really well up until last week, obviously. So a bit like us and put in a lot of good performances, and then had a bad result last weekend. So just depends what kind of performance both teams will put in this weekend.
You mentioned both teams will be looking up to make up for last week, I'd imagine.
Yeah, that's always the main thing after off the back of a bad result. They'll be saying the same as us. Let's get it out of our system and kick on again and get a good result and put another run of good performances together. The team talks for both teams will be, listen, last week wasn't good enough. We need to correct it today and let's go on with the game and don't repeat what happened last week.
You mentioned last week was a 3-0 defeat at Dunfermline. What's your reflections on that now, Derek?
Yeah, it just wasn't good enough. The players, the coaches, the coaching staff, the fans, everybody was really disappointed with it. Rightfully so. We didn't perform well enough. We started the game really poorly, and we never got going until the second half, and we were already 2-0 down. Even in the second half, I don't think we created too much, but we did have a wee bit more of the ball. But listen, we didn't deserve to take anything for the game. Just got to try and take any small positives that we can for the game. But as you said, there wasn't many to take from a 3-0 defeat, which could have been more.
What was the most disappointing aspect for you guys as a team?
I think it's the fact that we put a few good results together again and undefeated in a few games, and then all of a sudden you go and you put out that performance. It just gets frustrating, the fact that we know that we're capable of putting in a good performance, and if we played Dunfermline again this weekend, then there's a good chance we would win the game, even though we've just been beat 3-0, and it could have been more. Like it's just a bad game, and it's really frustrating the way we started the match. We've not had a chance to feel our way into the game and get a foothold in the game. Before we know it, we're at backs to the wall and we're defending for our lives, and ended up conceding a few goals right before half time.
Believe it was a video analysis session today, is that right?
Yeah, we always do the analysis. Look at back at the game for the previous week. It's never as nice off the back of a defeat. It's always good to come in at the start of the week and you're off the back of a good result, and there's a lot of positives to take. But obviously today was a lot focused on the negatives of last week and what we have to do better in order to correct it and get the right result this weekend.
Imagine a lot of that would be defensively in the goals conceded.
Yeah, definitely. As I said, in the first half we weren't much in attacking threat at all. Ball was going up and it was just coming back and we're defending. A lot of it was obviously defending how to sort it. It wasn't just the back five, it was defending as a team, defending from the front and where each player should be positionally and how we've basically got to defend better. Hopefully we've learnt a lot for the analysis today and we're able to put things right.
Must be frustrating as well, because I think it was maybe one goal conceded in the last three before that, I think it might have been.
Yeah, as I said earlier, that's probably the most frustrating thing, is sometimes we've been looking really, especially away from home, we've been down to Queenie South and we've kept our shape really well and looked really organised and got the result, and we went to United and put in a good defensive display. Obviously they scored a lot of goals this season, including last weekend, and we managed to keep them at bay down at Ayr a couple of weeks ago, and on the whole we've been defending really well. You think back to even up at Inverness and things, obviously Ross County was a bad one, but most of the away games this season we've kept a really good shape and defended really well and got some good results away from home. Up at Tannadice as well, early in the season we defended really well and limited their chances, and they got the goal at the end. But that's probably one of the most frustrating things for last week, is we didn't do what we've been doing away from home in previous games.
And I imagine it hurts you as a goalkeeper as well.
Yeah, definitely. It hurts me as much as it hurts anybody else in the team. You don't like conceding goals, you don't like getting beat. It's not nice when other teams just hitting shots, point shots, and not much you can do. And a wee bit frustrating as a goalkeeper because there's not a lot you can do to change the direction of matches going or anything like that. So you're just standing there and hoping that the flow of the game will change.
I'd imagine a lot of the focus then this week has been on being hard to beat, solid at the back, and maybe given a platform for Saturday's game.
I think that's been the way we've been. Not just if the result didn't happen last week, it'd be much the same this week in terms of first and foremost be hard to beat and don't give away easy goals and give yourself a foothold in the match and then build on that. I think that's the way we've been basing a lot of our performances this season, where we've been really structured and organised and then taking the chances when they come along, and I'd imagine it'll be more of the same this week.
I think on a personal level, you've come back into the team, I think it was roughly the end of October. How's it been for you as a season, Derek? You obviously, Ryan Scully was in the team at the start of the season, you've kind of come back in over late.
Yeah, it's been really frustrating, probably the most frustrating season I've had. Obviously, most seasons I've been the number one choice. I've come in and out of the team for maybe 3 or 4 matches at a time and I've been injured or whatever. But this season I started the season as number 2 and I've had to just work hard. Sometimes it can be hard turning up and training really hard every day at training and knowing that you're not going to play at the weekend because other goalkeepers doing really well, but all you can do is turn up and do your best every day. And I played in most of the reserve matches and thought I'd done reasonably well, and obviously got the manager's eye and he's managed to put me in the team.
Since you've come back into the team, you kept a couple of clean sheets recently. The clean sheet at Ayr United took you to 65 in your Morton career. Clean sheet at Peterhead took you to 66, and I believe that took you to 5th in the club's all-time shutout record list, ahead of Dave Edwards, who played in the 1922 Scottish Cup final, I think. Is that anything you're aware of at all, and if so, is that a record to be proud of?
It was at one point last season where I had a wee look and I was it's hard to keep track of. Obviously it's a lot of clean sheets and not really sure how many. I don't keep a personal tally and that's that number and this number, but when you get reminded, or that was your 50th clean sheet, or that was your whatever, as you said today, 66 or 67, then that is nice to hear. And to have only 4 goalkeepers that have get more clean sheets at Morton, and it's obviously a good thing on a personal level, and hopefully I can catch 1 or 2 before my days are over here.
Davy Wiley's the goalkeeping coach. He's one of the goalkeepers ahead of you. Is there any? I'm sure he'll be telling you you'll never catch him.
He obviously must have played against weaker teams, and obviously I'm nowhere near catching Davy Wiley. He's way ahead at the top, but I can set my targets on the ones just ahead of me and see how many I can get, and hopefully starting this weekend I can get another one and get closer.
Excellent, Derek. Thank you very much for your time and good luck against Dundee United on Saturday.
No problem.